On CCX News, an uptick in park disturbances, the latest incident that required police to take action. Plymouth police used pepper spray to disperse a large gathering from a park on Friday. Police officers found several hundred people gathered at West Medicine Lake Park around 10 p.m. Friday. They characterized the gathering as loud and a disturbance. Hennepin County Sheriff's deputies helped Plymouth police clear the park. Officers used pepper spray to disperse people who refused to leave. No one was arrested. Meanwhile, Brooklyn Park Police are investigating a case of shots fired outside an apartment complex. It happened early Saturday morning in the parking lot of the Park Haven apartment complex. When officers arrived, they recovered evidence of gunfire. Police say no one was struck, but some vehicles were damaged. As we went to air Monday, no arrests had been made. The Hennepin County Medical Examiner has identified the motorcyclist killed in a crash in Robbinsdale. The Examiner says 21-year-old Lucas Wyenberg of Victoria died from injuries sustained in the crash that occurred shortly before 12:30 a.m. last Friday. Crystal police say Wyenberg was traveling at a high speed and didn't stop when an officer tried to pull him over. Police discontinued a pursuit after losing sight of the motorcycle. About 2 minutes later, the motorcyclist crashed in Robbinsdale and was pronounced dead at the scene. One of Minnesota's largest banks is undergoing a massive transformation. In this edition of Business Matters, we take a look at what Wells Fargo is doing to update its branches. In the business world, change is constant. And in Golden Valley,
we just opened the branch on April 22nd.
There's a new Wells Fargo serving customers just off of Olson Memorial Highway.
Absolutely.
Joe Ravens is one of the bank's top executives.
We're like over the moon opening any new branch because we get an opportunity to make it state-of-the-art for our customers.
This new branch bears little resemblance to its previous location, situated just feet away. According to Ravens,
all of our branches will ultimately look like this footprint.
It's a look Wells Fargo customers should get used to.
It's a focus for the company. We are committed to, again, creating that consistent look, feel, technology, services, so that our customers know what they'll always get when they walk into a Wells Fargo.
The banks are now brighter. The space for the teller line is smaller. There are rooms that offer more privacy for people to discuss their finances with bankers. And
it's a giant iPad, absolutely.
There's a digital wall that will soon become a staple for the bank to teach customers how to navigate online features.
Rather than us having to touch a customer's phone, and we don't want to do that, we want to be able to show them step by step how to do it, and this gives us the ability to do so.
As more people have shifted toward online and mobile banking, Ravens says the offices don't need to be as large. The new Golden Valley branch is a fraction of the size of its predecessor. The same goes for the Crystal branch. In April, the company moved from its longtime standalone building along Bass Lake Road to a much smaller office in a nearby strip mall. And while the layout is slightly different, Crystal offers the same features as Golden Valley.
We're a conglomeration of multiple different banks through years that have now become Wells Fargo. And so this is an exciting opportunity for us to get consistency because that's what our customers want.
Wells Fargo's old building in Golden Valley will soon be demolished to make way for an apartment complex. Meanwhile, the old Crystal location is up for sale. Golf enjoyed an almost unprecedented surge in popularity immediately following the outbreak of COVID. But has the popularity kept up? Emily Haugen stopped by the Three Rivers Golf Academy for a look inside the game.
People have found that being outside is the best place to be.
So what we're doing here is we're gonna work on our aim, okay?
Learning to golf.
It's a great sport to do forever.
Takes a certain drive.
Oh, did you see that?
At any age.
Because it's really fun.
It gets you outside and it's relaxing once you get the hang of it.
That was really good.
These kids are starting the sport early.
And this hand's good. This hand's got to come over a little bit.
Golf instruction supervisor Chad Fortney says they're here for the Three Rivers Golf Academy.
Having a good foundation of skills can make it much more enjoyable. If you were hitting a driver, where would you put your front foot?
They're offering lessons throughout the clubs.
And we're doing a tick-tock back and forth, and our club is pointing towards our target.
including in Plymouth at Eagle Lake Golf Course.
A lot of the kids bring a lot of fun energy, which is really cool.
And then make sure you hit it harder.
The instructors are each working with kids on different techniques.
Make sure they know control. They're not going too far and not going too short either.
Hey, 100% better.
It seems to be making a good impression.
You get to hit shots and the people are really nice.
And we want to make sure our club is pointed at our target at the end, okay?
While instructor Julia Contreras is helping kids perfect their form.
Nice. It's fun to work with them and see the different kinds of swings we get to work with and stuff, so.
Golf saw a rise in popularity during the pandemic, and that popularity still continues.
You want that ball right in the middle?
Fortney says there's still room to improve, and they want to help golfers get there.
Watching them go through the process of doing the right steps and then the results come.
Whether it's your stance, speed, or strength, instructors say they hope the lessons reach golfers at any stage.
Seeing them improve is really fulfilling for me.
Good job.
Proving it's never a bad time to try a swing at something new. In Plymouth, Emily Haugen, CCX News.
Three Rivers Golf Academy also offers private lessons. We'll post more details at ccxmedia.org. Finally, this segment, chalk it up to some amazing creativity and artistic talent. We leave you with a look at this year's Chalkfest held over the weekend in Maple Grove.
Great weather made for some great local performances at the state Class 3A track and field meet Saturday. Jay Wilcox has the highlights.
St. Michael Albertville, the site for the state track meet, Class 3A finals. You don't see this often. Running from the slow heat, the Wayzata girls 4x800 relay has the fastest overall time of 9:11.93 to win the event. In the boys 4x800, it's Lakeville North taking the win with Eden Prairie second, and closing strong for third is Osseo. In the boys 110 hurdles in blue, Seth Johnson of Owatonna wins, but out in lane 8 in orange, Linton McPherson of Osseo picks up a second place finish.
No one was expecting me to run the race I did from lane 8 because they wouldn't expect the guy from lane 8 to run such a great race. But I trust in my training, I trust my coaches.
The girls' 1600 title goes to Evie Malik of Minnetonka. Closing hard for second is Maddie Gullickson of Wayzata, who won the 3200 on Thursday.
I was really happy with how it went. I think that it was really fun to have this huge group of competitive girls to race with and to have my teammates here cheering me on. So I had a lot of fun out there.
Michael Allen of Wayzata takes the victory in the 1600 wheelchair race. In the girls 4x100 relay, a close battle in Champlain Park is just edged out by Lakeville North by 0.14 of a second. McAllister Headkey of Wayzata is the champion in the 400 wheelchair race. To field events, Brianna Benjamin of Park Center places 6th in the girls' triple jump with a best of 36 feet 4 inches. Boys long jump, and Kawan Harris of Hopkins is 3rd. He goes 23 feet 1/4 inch. In the girls' shot put, Katie Kelsenberg of Wayzata with a best of 41 feet 3 1/4 inches. That's good for 3rd place.
It was a little nerve-wracking earlier because I scratched my first two, so I had to get into finals, and then I knew my last throw was going to go further than my other ones I had thrown, so I was just happy about that.
Back to the track, and Sydney Drevlo of Hopkins, looking strong, rolls to the win in the girls 800 in 2:10.24.
You know, I did not expect it. It's been really hard coming off a ski season right away to start track, so I'm kind of like, it's building slowly into track. Like, it's hard that now this is my peak, but it's super fun. I've never won anything running, so it's a super fun experience crossing the finish line. Like, I've never had that feeling before.
And it's back-to-back wins in the 800 for the Royals as Henry Risser holds off the late charge of Wayzata's Hayes McMillan to get the win in the boys' race.
We were thinking about that before. We're like, I wonder if anybody's ever doubled, and they have, but I'm not sure if they doubled in the 8 like that. So that was definitely on my mind, absolutely. When I saw her cross when I saw Sydney cross the line and win it, I was like, it's my turn, I gotta do it.
The girls 4x400. Prior Lake races to the victory. Minnetonka edges Wayzata for second, and Minnetonka is first and Wayzata second in the team standings. In the boys 4x400, Moundsview and Chaska are 1 and 2. Wayzata is third as the Trojans finish 1 point behind Rosemont for the team title. Jay Wilcox, CCX Sports.
4 teams from the CCX viewing area have qualified for the state baseball tournament, spread over 3 different classes. Here's when they'll start tournament play. Unbeaten Wayzata is the top seed in Class 4A. The Trojans open the tournament Thursday at 4:30 against St. Cloud at CHS Field in St. Paul. 2 local teams are in the 3A tournament. Top seed Benilde St. Margaret's faces St. Thomas Academy in the quarterfinals Thursday at 3. That's followed by 4th seed Totino Grace taking on 5th seed Little Falls at 5:30. Both of those games are at Chaska Athletic Park. And Heritage Christian Academy of Maple Grove is in the Class A tournament. The Eagles were unseeded and will meet number 2 seed Parker's Prairie in the quarterfinals Thursday at 10:30 a.m. at Joe Faber Field in St. Cloud. Semifinals are Friday at the same sites in all classes, with the championship games at Target Field next Monday, June 17th.